Hey everybody, this is Chops 365, January 16th. Um, I am actually at my parents' house. I know I didn't update yesterday. I sort of forgot to, because just a lot of crap's been going on. I'm a little stressed. Let me give you a brief breakdown, because when one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Also, I realized that I've got enough to think about that I'm not going to be worrying about making up for yesterday's post already, but I think how I'm going to do it with missing days is I want at the end of the year, if God willing I keep up with this, I want to have 365 posts. So if I miss a day, which that would be the second one I've missed, I just have to post some kind of video to make up for it. So I'll probably put in a couple extra U-tunes or something. I'm also really digging this lighting at the moment. Anyways, so I'm staying at my parents' house to save a little money because it costs a lot to commute to White Plains and back to work from Manhattan. So I decided to come up here for a couple days to make some money and you know eat some free food and not have to pay as much for transportation. Um, but my current situation basically is I second semester of school is coming up, spring semester, and I can't register for classes because they haven't received my final transcript from Purchase. Um, my final transcript, which I already tried to send to them over the summer, I made a request to Purchase, but of course it's Purchase, so they somehow messed it up. So I went back last week to make another request for a transcript and have it sent over to the school, being mailed from White Plains to Manhattan. Not a very far trip, so should be like nothing. And I wanted to get it done before this week because if it went over to this week, then I'd have a late fee, rather big late fee too. So I tried to request it again. It seemed to have gone through. Then this week comes, and it hasn't arrived at school yet. So I was already having money troubles, and now I owe the school money for registration. So I thought, well, that sucks, but I'll deal with it. Um, then I get an email that says that if I don't get registered for as a full-time student by this Friday, then I can lose my financial aid. I lose my financial aid. That means I can't go to school. So that sucks too. And it just went from bad to worse, from just simple money problems to actually my education in jeopardy. And while I'm panicking about this and getting freaked out, I actually seem to have come down with some sort of pink eye or something. I don't know. It doesn't itch or hurt or anything. It's just my eye's really bloodshot, just the left eye. Um, so of course, my body starts falling apart too. That's not to mention the tooth in the back of my mouth that's basically decaying. But I don't have any dental coverage right now, so I can't go to the dentist. And even if I did, I don't got the time for it right now. So yeah, one problem after another just piling up. But it's interesting that in the midst of all this, um, you kind of realize, I think in the really annoying, hard times, the stressful times, I guess you kind of realize the good kind of stands out. And that for me in the past couple days has really just been my parents. That I just feel really blessed that they exist, that I have such a really amazing mom and dad that, I'm 23 years old, and they're still looking out for me. They could be wanting to get me out of the house, and you know, but they're, I was more than welcome to stay here for a couple days to just relax and to go to work with a little bit less stress of having to pay for the train ticket every day. And my mom just bought me a mess of groceries to bring back to my apartment when I go back on this weekend. Um, and I don't know, they're just amazing. And I feel like I know myself and a lot of people, I feel like, really take them for granted sometimes. Um, and I don't know, I love them so much. And I'm getting all sentimental. Um, it's just cool to know that you got somebody in your corner. Um, Even if it's just, simple as mom and dad. I guess they're supposed to do that because they are my parents. But in a time when um, things are kind of complicated and stressful, I guess it really highlights how amazing people they are. I'm really thankful for them. And though nothing has changed, and and we'll see tomorrow if I'm gonna be kind of on tour tomorrow, going to purchase to get my transcript in my own hands and heading down to the city and um, heading back up to go to work and then coming back here to stay over. Um, I lost my train of thought, but they really just made a bad situation a little bit better. Made it a lot easier to deal with. Just the same as the advisor from school telling me everything's gonna be all right. Them without even words, just in their actions and being amazing people, make me think even more that everything's gonna be okay. Um, so yeah, I'm really thankful for that. Uh, I guess that's all for. Sorry, I guess that's all for now. Hopefully my eye will get better. Hopefully tomorrow everything will go according to plan. If not, then I'm gonna be in a bit of trouble. But um, let's hope everything works out for the best. I'll let you know, and hopefully some posts after this will be a little more lighthearted and have some funky ukulele tunes, and everything's gonna go according to plan. Chopper 365, January 16th. I'll see you tomorrow. And I actually just realized that I messed up again, and today's not the 16th, it's the 17th. I'm gonna get back on track one of these days when my head's less of a mess. January 17th, Chopper 365. I'll see you tomorrow.